Good afternoon, students. I'm Rana Khalil from Al-Bashair Typical Academy. This lesson for 10th grade, activity book exercises, page number 24 and page number 25. Okay, exercises, page number 24 and page number 25. First, open your box on page number 24. We have this exercise. This exercise is about matching the meaning of each type of science. Okay, now match the words and phrases from each column to find the definition of the words in the first column. Then write the definition in a full sentence. Ecology. Ecology is the study of the relationships between living organisms. So we will match it. Ecology is the study with this of the relationship between living things, living organism, and the words they live. Botany. Botany is a branch of biological science concerned with plants. So, is what botany is a branch of biological science concerned with plants مع النباتات. Zoology حكينا علم الحيوان is the study relating to the animal kingdom. So, zoology is the study relating to the animal kingdom. The last one. تمام. Astronomy علم الفلك يا مس is the study or is the natural science that deals with the stars and the planets. Is the natural science that deals with stars and planets النجوم والكواكب. تمام. Geology اللي هو الجغرافيا علم الأرض the study how the earth is made of different rocks. Excellent. هي the studying how the earth is made of different rocks. Environmental science ما ضل غيرها اللي هي is working for the protection of the natural world اللي هي is working for the protection of the natural world. Now these are the answers. I've written them to you. Okay, you can pause the video and write them or match while I am explaining. تمام. Now go to the second one. The second exercise is about grammar. Complete the sentences with the correct form of the verb from in the first column. عنا think, look, have, enjoy. بدنا نعرف يا مس dynamic or state verb. Excellent. بدنا نعرف هذا الverb هو dynamic ولا state. According to إيش يا مس؟ According to the sentence. Read silent and find the answers. Okay. Now, عنا think. I فراغ studying science at the university is the best option. شو هون بنحكي يا مس؟ هون بنحكي I think لأنه he's talking about opinion. تمام؟ معناته شو بنحطها زي ما هي I think. تمام يا مس؟ لكن I فراغ about studying science عنا about حكينا عنا لما يكون عنا about أو of بده يكون dynamic verb. Excellent. معناته شو بنحكي هون؟ I am thinking. Excellent. بدنا نحكي I am thinking. Look, he very healthy. يبدو شكله. شو بنحكي؟ أنا بحكي in general. بحكي my opinion. شو بنحكي؟ He looks very healthy. هون بنحط looks اللي هو state verb. Now, at her hair through the microscope. الآن من خلال الميكروسكوب شو بنحكي؟ he is looking. Excellent. هنا you a car or should I pick you up? Do. Excellent. Do you have a car? بسأله عن ملكيته. Excellent. هون we dinner with all the family this evening. هنا we have ولا we are having حددنا زمن في continuous معناه حددنا زمن في continuous معناته عندنا هون we are having. I فراغ studying in the garden whenever I have exam. أنا بحكي بشكل عام، بحب أدرس في الحديقة، بحكي عن feeling. تمام؟ معناته I am ولا I enjoy. I enjoy. Don't turn off the TV. This film. شو معنى الجملة؟ ما تطفي التلفزيون. Now at the moment I am enjoying. Excellent. Now these are the answers. I've written them to you. Think, I am thinking. Looks is looking. Do, have, are having. Enjoy, am enjoying. Okay? Now go to exercise number 3. Complete the telephone conversation with the correct form of the verb in brackets. Hello, Tarek. What are you doing? What are you doing? شو سأله؟ Hi رمزي. I am studying. لأنه إيش هنا؟ dynamic. ممتاز. I am studying. Excellent. بدنا نكملها بالing. طيب رجع إيش سأله؟ فراغ plan on applying to the Jordan University of Science and Technology. شو بنحكي هون؟ Are you planning؟ ما بحكي إيش؟ ما بحكي إيش؟ Do you plan؟ Are you planning؟ تمام؟ Are you planning on applying for the Jordan University? Yes, I am. شو بحكي؟ I am wanting ولا I want؟ Excellent. بنحكي I want اللي هو state، بحكي بشكل عام. I want ما بضيف له إيش؟ ing. كمل. To become a science teacher and they إيش؟ have one of the best programs in the country. ممتاز. كمل. Wow, that's amazing. فراغ you think it is possible to get accepted. شو بنحكي؟ Are you thinking ولا do you think؟ بيسألوا عن opinion. شو بنحكي؟ Excellent. Do you think it is possible to get accepted? Of course. Where there's a will, there's a way. لما يكون في عنا هدف بيكون في طريقة. And these are the answers of am studying, are planning, want, have, do, think. Okay, now go to exercise number 4. Complete the table with the verbs from the box. Then choose 2 verbs from each column to write your own sentences. بدك تكتب لي جملك أنت. بدك تعرف لي يا مس which verbs are dynamic and which verbs are state and which verbs sometimes are dynamic and sometimes are state. بتغيروا حسب موقعهم في الجملة. عندنا no عندنا think ممتاز. think بيكون عندنا dynamic and what and excellent state. think هون بنحطه. طيب يا مس run بقدر احطه حالة، بقدر واحد يكون بيركض هو without moving. ممتاز. مستحيل. معناته شو بنحكي؟ run is a dynamic verb. excellent. mean يقصد معنى opinion رأي شيء في ما في movement ما في activity معناته ايش؟ state. اوكي. taste يتذوق، وبقدر احكي انا اتذوق الطعام الان. I'm tasting the food معناته dynamic and state. excellent. study بقدر احطها dynamic state. مستحيل. معناته شو بنحكي؟ dynamic. love feelings it's only state. ما بقدر احكي I am loving. okay. eat excellent بس بيكون dynamic. have كمان بيكون إما dynamic و state. تمام. هون I know how much you enjoy school because I do too. Now this how to form a question a sentence. Now this is the table And this is the table: state, now, no, mean, love, state and dynamic, think, test, have, and dynamic, run, study, eat. عندنا example: I know how much you enjoy school because I do too. I think I know the answer to your opinion. هون عندنا إجا state لأنه أنا إيش something without activity. okay. I run for 30 minutes every day before school. هون إيش إجا عندنا الverb؟ إجا عندنا dynamic. okay. تمام يا مس. Now we will go to our students book, page number 34. Open your students book, page number 34, and read the speaking questions. okay. We have speaking exercise number 1. Now we have this exercise: in pairs, ask and answer questions using the correct form of the verb. Complete the sentences. Do you have English dictionary? Yes, I do. I have English dictionary. يعني you will answer miss هذا speaking إلك. تمام. okay. Does biology seem difficult? What do you think of science? I think it is what? What subject do you like at school? What languages do you know? When do you feel happy? تمام. Now these questions are for you. You will answer them. تمام يا miss. okay. Now we will go to the listening exercise. Listen to an interview with a scientist. بدنا نسمع لمقابلة مع عالم. Which area of science does he believe is the most important today? بده يحكي لنا عن العلوم وإيش أهم علم هو أهم علم اليوم. تمام. okay. Now I play the audio for you and you have to listen and find the answer. okay.
Module 3, Unit 4, page 34, exercise 2. Professor Allen, can you tell us what scientists do? Scientists study the world around us, from the tiny microorganisms that live on Earth to distant unknown planets. Which area of science do you think is the most important one today? I'm an environmental scientist, so of course I think that environmental science is the most important. Today, there are a lot of environmental problems in the world, and scientists are trying to solve them. At the moment, I am working with some tiny green plants, which don't produce flowers when they grow. They live in rivers and in the sea, and they grow in sunlight. We are carrying out experiments to grow huge numbers of these tiny plants in water. They are very important because when they grow, they react to sunlight and produce a liquid. We think that cars can use this liquid in the future. I see now why so many people think that science is very exciting.
Now we have listened to the audio with Professor Allen. Now, what do you think he's talking about? Pause the video and play the audio again and find the answers. So, what is the most important science today? He thinks that it is excellent environmental science اللي هو علم البيئة. تمام يا مس؟ علوم البيئة and how to protect the environment around us. Now, exercise now. Professor Allen told us that is the most important science for today is what? Is environmental science. Okay? The most important science for today is the environmental science. Now, exercise number 3. Listen to the interview again. Are the sentences true or false? Correct any sentences that are false. Scientists study the world around us. True. ممتاز. Now, Professor Allen is a zoologist. No, he is an environmental scientist. تمام. He is, now we will write false, and he is an environmental scientist. Environmental scientists are trying to solve environmental problems. True. Excellent. True. بيحلوا المشاكل البيئية. تمام يا مس؟ 4. Professor Allen is working with some huge green plants. False. False. Is he working with some? No, he is working with some tiny green plants. He is working with some tiny green plants. اوكي نشطب huge وبنحط محلها tiny. 5. The plants produce flowers when they grow. The plants produce flowers when they grow. No, these plants produce a liquid when they grow. So they don't produce flowers, they سائل liquid سائل. So 5 is false, they produce liquid. Okay, 6. Scientists think that their research is important for cars in the future. Yes, it is important for cars in the future, so the answer is true. Okay, the answer is true. Now go to this text. We will complete يعني أكمل فراغ. هلا هو summary اللي هو نص المحادثة لكن ملخص about the interview using the present simple or present continuous form of the verb in the box. عندنا live يعيش, carry out, produce, think, be, react, work and grow. Okay, now Professor Alan is an environmental scientist. Excellent. Is he فراغ is working ولا works on a research project with tiny green plants. He excellent, he is working لأنه now عندنا هذا الفيرب إيش ماله present continuous. Excellent معناته he is working. بنحط في الفراغ work بتصير is وبضيف لها ing مع work بتصير working. تمام. These tiny plants فراغ in the rivers and the sea. excellent. بنحكي عن fact و state حالة صح بيعيشوا بنحكي live. تمام. and they to the sunlight يتفاعلوا react. excellent. The scientist experiments تجارب. ركزي بس هون عندنا experiment يعني ايش فعل. with these plants are carrying out. excellent. هون بنحط are carrying out بنضيف لها ing وعندنا are لانه ايش عندنا هون scientist ايش مالها يا مس جمع. they فراغ them in a huge number. they فراغ them in a huge number. they are growing. grow ايش بتصير are growing. اوكي نكمل. when the plants grow they لما بتنمو هاي النباتات they produce. ممتاز. they produce بدون ing. تمام. آخر وحدة a liquid. scientists that cars can use this liquid in the future. يعتقد أو رأيه شو بنحكي think. 8 think. تمام يا مس. now these are the answers for the both of the exercises. exercise number 3 true or false هي إجاباته يا مس. and exercise number 4 fill in the blank. these are the answers. now go to exercise number 5. exercise number 5 يا مس هو عبارة عن speaking. تمام. محادثة. do you think that science is exciting? which area of science do you think is the most important? discuss with your partner. give reasons. ما راح أعطيك واجب على هذا الإكسرسايز بس بدنا نشرح المثال لأني أعطيتك الواجب في بداية الصفحة. A. I think that science is exciting because you can have a surprising يعني مفاجئ results when you do an experiment لما بتعمل تجربة. B. I think that medicine is the most important science. الطب برأيه أهم إشي في العلوم because it helps people when they are. if you want you can write me one sentence about your opinion of science. what is the most important part or area of science. okay. Now exercise number 5, solve these riddles الغاز يعني يا miss, okay, to find out the words related to science. منير, I use a telescope. telescope نعرفه, تمام. I use a telescope to observe stars and outer space. Who am I? Who am I? Excellent, he is an astronomer اللي هو عالم الفلك. جابر, I use the microscope اللي هو المجهر to observe and study the organs of animals. Who am I? Biologist. I study and forecast the weather conditions. Who am I? من أنا؟ meteorologist. excellent اللي هو مين؟ راصد الفلك، عالم الفلك. مش عالم الفلك، اللي هو الراصد الجوي، تمام. رندا, I don't only work in a laboratory, I study the outer layers of the earth. Who am I? اللي هي geologist، تدرس طبقات الأرض. تمام يا مس. Now go to this exercise number 6. Read the text and list all the words for people connected with science. Now we will find out who are these people connected with science and we will fill in the blank. تمام. محمد ابن زكريا الرازي was a physician. physician حكينا فيزيائي. a chemist كيميائي and musician and mathematician. تمام. He was born in Riyadh near the city of Tehran, Iran. He worked at the Royal Hospital at Riyadh. Al-Razi was also a writer for many books on medical and scientific subjects, Al-Mansuri and Al-Hawi. His reviews of medicine were translated into several languages اللي هي كتبه في الطب ترجمت لكثير من اللغات. الرازي was also a researcher كان باحث in chemistry. He was the first to produce sulfuric acid. تمام. As a biologist, الرازي developed an early system of classifying substance into plants and animals and minerals. تمام. For all these reasons, الرازي was known as very important scientist in history. لكل هاي الأسباب الرازي هو من أهم علماء التاريخ. عندنا هون الجدول يا مس. الرازي هو أول من ذكر حمض الكبريتيك، تمام، وهو أول من قام بإدخال الملينات في علم الصيدلة، وأوجد فرق في النزيف الشرياني والوريدي، وهو يعتبر موسوعة علمية للأطباء. تمام. نيجي هون للتمرين اللي عندنا هون noun for person, noun for subject and adjective. مثلا عندنا physician, physicist, physics, physical. اوكي. بدنا نكمل يا مس على chemist و mathematician و biologist و scientist. تمام. اوكي. بدنا نكمل a physician, a doctor, physicist, a scientist who studies physics. نكمل على exercise like this table. physician, physics, physical, chemist, chemistry for subject and chemical اللي هي adjective. mathematician, mathematics, mathematical. biologist, biology, biological. scientist, science, scientific. تمام يا مس. Now these are the answers for our lesson for today. That's all for today. Write the answers on your box. Thank you and thanks for listening.